Hello and welcome to this amazing podcast presented to you by Hayden
and Owen.
We are bringing you this podcast that was recorded on Monday, October 28th in the fine residence of Lakes House in room 312.
As you may not know, this school was founded in 1916 by C.W. Lonsdale, who envisioned to mentor young boys into mature young men. Shawnigan Lake School in the early 1900s consisted of under 100 young men on what was then a small campus.
Since then, many things have changed as we now attend a co-ed boarding school thriving with hundreds of young individuals. Our topic of discussion in episode 1 is gender equality. In the past, we are aware of gender equality not being the same as what it is today.
However, as of the present day, Shawnigan is the definition of gender equality. Changed my mind.
The first year of co-education at Shawnigan happened in the year 1988, consisting of one class of grade 8 girls. This would forever change the path of Shawnigan and its future. Since then, opportunities for girls have been pretty much equal to those for boys. Almost every sport in the school has multiple teams of both girls and boys. Although one thing stands out, there is a girls volleyball team alongside the girls field hockey team. That being said, I'm not entirely sure there would be enough boys to create a roster for those sports.
Myself, alongside Hayden, believe as today of gender equality at Shawnigan is... Sorry for the disturbance. Anyways, back to the topic. Myself, alongside Hayden, believe, as of today, gender equality at Shawnigan is the best it's ever been. Academics-wise, obviously courses and curriculums change from the BC government, but this had no effect on how girls and guys did in those classes. Evidence of this, each term academic awards are given both to girls and guys, based on performance and not gender.
We will now be interviewing current Shawnigan Lake students to see their opinion on how gender equality is today at Shawnigan Lake School. Our first guest is Ryan Smith, a fellow grade 11 in Lakes House alongside me and Owen. He is well aware of the prompt and is going to give his opinion on what gender equality is to him today at Shawnigan Lake School. So, Ryan, your thoughts on gender equality at the school?
Yeah. So, Hayden, I've been here since grade 8. I've been here for like 4 years. It's been a long time.
Okay.
And I've never once really seen an instance of like a violation of gender equality at the school.
Yeah, it's pretty much equal all the time, hey?
Yeah, like there's equal opportunities for girls to receive leadership. There's excellent sports programs.
Oh,
here
that's
for
true.
them.
There's a head of school, there's a boy head of school, and a girl head of school. Isn't that right, Owen?
Yeah, true.
Hmm.
Also, only thing I'd see that's like just not that great is the girls rugby field compared to the boys rugby field.
Oh,
but
that
other
is
than that,
true.
other than that, nothing.
There was a debate on that last year, wasn't it? Ryan's a rugby player. Maybe he could elaborate on that.
I think that it is tradition, but at the same time, as a rugby player that plays on that field 3 times a week, I'd be completely okay with like the girls practicing on there once a week. Like that wouldn't affect me at all. It's just a field.
True.
Like it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm. True.
Okay, well, thank you for your input, Ryan, and thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Our first guest is Ryan Smith, a fellow grade 11 in Lakes House alongside me and Owen. He is well aware of the prompt and is going to give his opinion on what gender equality is to him today at Shawnigan Lake School. So, Ryan, your thoughts on gender equality at the school?
Yeah. So, Hayden, I've been here since grade 8. I've been here for like 4 years. It's been a long time.
Okay.
And I've never once really seen an instance of like a violation of gender equality at the school.
Yeah, it's pretty much equal all the time, hey?
Yeah, like there's equal opportunities for girls to receive leadership. There's excellent sports programs.
Oh,
here
that's
for
true.
them.
There's a head of school, there's a boy head of school, and a girl head of school. Isn't that right, Owen?
Yeah, true.
Hmm.
Also, only thing I'd see that's like just not that great is the girls rugby field compared to the boys rugby field.
Oh,
but
true.
Other than that, nothing.
There was a debate on that last year, wasn't it? Ryan's a rugby player. Maybe he could elaborate on that.
I think that it is tradition, but at the same time, as a rugby player that plays on that field 3 times a week, I'd be completely okay with like the girls practicing on there once a week. Like that wouldn't affect me at all. It's
Yeah, they can
it's
fit in
just
the
a
schedule.
field.
True.
Like it's not a
Yeah.
big deal.
True.
Okay, well, thank you for your input, Ryan, and thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
And two guests are two fellow grade 12s in Lake's House, Imran Karmali and Drayden Fontana.
How we doing?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so they're well aware of the prompt and are going to give their opinions on gender equality at Shawnigan Lake School today. So, Drayden.
Okay.
Drayden, what are your thoughts on gender equality at Shawnigan throughout your experience here?
Well, personally, like from what I can see, I think it's pretty equal at Shawnigan. Although
Okay.
there might be like some like small biases here and there. I think I think
Can
it
you
goes
give an
both
example
ways.
of that?
Okay. Well, sometimes girls like one argument I've heard about is girls are angry about the first 15s field and they don't
Okay.
Yeah, I talked about that earlier.
Hey, then listen to that, people. That's the second contestant bringing this up. Okay.
contestant.
Okay. Guest. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else, Drayden, or is that
Well, that's the big one that I've heard about. Well, last year, because Parkos talked about this last year, and it was brought up that some girls were angry that Tunde wasn't expelled faster, and
Oh,
I mean,
yes, I heard about this
yeah.
sexual assault case at one of the dances.
and yeah,
Spring fling, yeah.
yeah. So I think. I mean, I think it's unreasonable to think that he should have been expelled faster. Like someone who, like, there needs to be like a due process, right? Like
That's true. I wasn't even here, but I do know something
Yeah,
can't just be
so-
done right away.
Yeah, right. So like, if you can't just expel someone as soon as someone says there's allegations.
Yeah,
right?
especially this is high school too.
Yeah,
a lot of
like-
rumors fly.
Exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
they needed to do some some investigation, and once they'd done the investigation, they expelled him. So in the long run, like I don't think there was any problem with what happened there. And other than that, I don't think. Well, maybe there's some bias in class. Like you know, sometimes you hear about like it goes both ways, right? Like sometimes with girls, like guys might say that they feel that there's a bias, right? Like they say,
Yeah, with male teachers towards
yeah,
female
well,
students.
maybe not just that.
One thing for sure, though, in our school system as a whole, like we can see that men and women in leadership positions around the school are finding themselves in equal kind of
Yeah.
strengths and
Yeah, it's true. The staff is
the
quite.
staff,
Yeah.
even the students as prefects. You
Yeah.
see that we now have a male head of school and a female head of school.
Mhm.
But it's amazing to have both perspectives on different issues that go around in the student body, because the prefects are kind of the balance between staff and student.
Yeah.
And having a male and female kind of partnership in that is quite important to seeing the bigger picture of the Shawnigan community.
Okay, well, boys, thank you for your input. Yeah. Okay, our third couple guests here are Mr. Sturrock.
Hey, what's up with it?
That was John Dowie, and alongside we have Miss Salzberg. So they are well aware of the topic at hand, which is gender equality at Shawnigan today. So, John, do you want to start us off with your opinion on what you think gender equality is?
I think gender equality is men and women sharing the same rights, which they do deserve.
Okay, and this at Shawnigan, is it, do you think
I
it's
will-
equal here?
I genuinely believe it is. I mean, to a certain extent, I sort of believe that girls have rights that we don't have.
Such as?
Having a lot of houses, I'm not saying every single house in every single room, but I know a lot of houses, and they have bathrooms in their rooms.
This is in girls' houses, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And I know Lakes, Ripley's, Coatman's, and Lonsdale's, I think, don't have bathrooms in their own rooms.
Yeah, that is correct, I believe.
Mhm.
So then aren't you saying that there isn't gender equality at Shawnigan?
I mean,
Well,
I kind of,
Okay,
but
okay.
at the same time, there's definitely stuff that girls have, or that guys have that girls don't.
Okay, guys. Okay, Ducks and Groves both have bathrooms like that share.
Yeah.
Each room.
Yeah,
And there's only 2 houses. Therefore, it's gender equality because a boys' house and a girls' house both have
but two
it.
houses just completely don't even have bathrooms that everyone has to share, and that's Lakes and Ripley's.
It doesn't make
And
it.
Coatman's
it
as
doesn't-
well.
But it's gender equality because there's a boy and a girl house. It's not just girls' houses
Okay,
and just
yeah.
boy houses.
okay.
Just
fa-
for you,
fair
It may not
point.
be equal
That-
for all students, but it's equal for both genders.
Okay.
That's Keelan Russell weighing in on her
Yes,
own opinion.
yes.
But
Just a
also-
guest appearance.
Okay.
Also, I
Yeah.
believe that the guys' sports teams definitely have a few more rights than girls do.
They definitely do.
Yes.
Whoa. The senior girls basketball team went to Hawaii last year.
And
Yeah.
I mean, the boys-
rugby went to Italy, and they're going to Wales.
Okay,
They
They
Jake.
also
okay.
went to Vegas,
Well,
but the
I'm,
girls
I'm,
did go.
I'm
with
standing that it's equal here.
Yeah.
So-
Same here.
So you're arguing that it's not, Sturk?
I'm just
I want to hear
saying-
Sturk's
Yeah,
opinion.
Sturk,
I
do you have
think
any
it's
input
equal.
on
Through
this?
sport?
Yeah, if we're talking
Through
about
everything.
sport,
I'm saying academics too. I'm saying it's equal. Well,
the girls'
I'm
sports
saying
are-
I'm arguing that it's equal. I'm arguing that it's equal throughout the school.
I
In
think
general.
it's equal.
In general.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the school, I think it's well looked after.
It's well looked after. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
I think the world's coming around.
Okay.
Maybe not quite caught up.
Okay.
But I work in this environment potentially because of the overarching theme, but it's still delivered.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
I
And
don't
Miss
even- I
Solzberg.
don't even know what he just said.
I'm
but
so tired right now.
I think while it's well balanced, you have to consider that Shawnigan's traditions are all boys school
Yes.
Yep.
taught by all
That
boys
was brought up
teachers.
before in this. Don't worry.
So they've come miles in terms of gender equality,
Yeah.
and of course they're going to be a little bit behind because there's still things that haven't happened here. We've never had a female headmaster. Is that something
Ooh,
that would ever happen? Not
Ooh.
sure.
It could.
Good point.
When we talk about like there's boys and girls dorms, would you ever have co-ed dorms?
Most likely not, because
right?
the policy on girls and guys at the school.
Sexual relations is a
But
no
then
go.
that,
Very
but then that
restricted.
brings up
Yeah.
an
Okay,
entirely
we're not
different
going off on that
topic.
tangent. That is a no go. Do we have any concluding statements to end this lovely podcast?
I
My name's John.
No.
I think Shawnigan's done a pretty good job of catching up to society, given its traditions.
And I would have
and
to
its roots.
100% agree with Miss
Yep.
Solzberg.
Mhm.
I don't
Me
really know
too.
what Mr. Sturck said, but Miss Solzberg, I agree with you.
He's Scottish.
I think
Okay.
we start again.
Thank you so much for your time, and
Thanks for having us
yeah,
on the show.
Yeah.
For those that fully didn't hear Sturck's opinion on gender equality at the school, here it is, real time with better audio.
Debatable. Speak up.
Apologize for earlier.
Your apologies is
How I can't speak loud. But basically on gender equality, we're not quite there yet due to all our past reference points. What I'm
Okay.
saying is we don't have any free will, so we just move on this path in life that needs to be relearned. And right now, not enough of the masses in the world have the new reference points to be able to react the right way to certain scenarios. And one of those scenarios is gender equality. So until everybody recognizes that we're just every day we don't make the decisions, we relearn to then make better decisions. Until those better decisions and those reference points are in place, we will still not produce good quality.
But then, in your world of non-free will,
Super
is there
far
such
out,
a
bro.
thing as
You're really
Gender
stuck on this free
equality?
will thing, man.
No, well, yes,
I like
that,
it.
that is.
It
If you
ties
learn,
in, it
if you
ties in.
learn enough about what is right, then your reactions through the day and through the general your life path will be better.
Does that
That
change?
makes
Does that?
sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. But does that mean that we don't have equality here at Shawnigan?
Well, let's go back. I think that there is elements of it for sure, but is everybody on the same page? Is everybody doing the right thing all the time?
Possibly
I
not,
think
but
everyone has their own.
But
Slightly
administration wise, do we have is it the best it can be at Shawnigan equality wise?
Well, number one and number two. Number one's a male and number two's a female.
But we're also
If it
moving to a
was-
place where it's gender fluidity and not even equality. So how can you talk about it when
Well,
gender is now on a
I'm not saying
spectrum?
it's first and second, but
Is it
they
like
both bounce off
scientifically
each other and they create
I
a
think
good.
that's besides
dynamic
the debate,
between them?
because that gets into a
Is
whole
it
new
or is it
topic.
the new debate?
Do we have a concluding statement here?
From Sturt.
From Sturrock.
From Stir.
Gender
Okay.
equality at Shawnigan.
Does it exist?
Yes.
Yes! From the man himself. Thank you. Yeah.
So that made me.
This concludes episode 1 of myself and Owen's amazing podcast. A majority of our guests agreed with the statement that Shawnigan is the definition of gender equality. Thanks for listening. and tune in next week for episode 2.